The absurd saga of Denis O'Brien's legal costs, a tale of Irish politics. Have you ever heard a story so outrageous that it feels like a punchline? Picture this: Michael, Denis, and Ben, three Irishmen whose names have become synonymous with controversy and scandal. For over 15 years, Ireland poured more than €83 million into investigations aimed at uncovering the dubious dealings of these men, only to see them celebrated by the very elite who should have been held accountable. This isn't a joke, it's a reality that leaves many scratching their heads. Let's rewind a bit. Just 5 years after the state handed Denis O'Brien a mobile phone license at the tender age of 37, he sold his company for a staggering €2.4 billion, pocketing €317 million for himself. How did he manage to sidestep a hefty €57 million tax bill? By relocating his tax residency to Portugal, of course. This clever maneuver catapulted him into billionaire status, but it also raised eyebrows about the ethics behind such a move. Fast forward 16 years, and a state inquiry revealed that Denis had funneled over €1 million in personal payments and loans to Michael Lowry, the then Minister for Communications, back in 1995. The Moriarty Tribunal concluded that Lowry had essentially secured the license for Denis, providing him with invaluable insider information. The tribunal's final report, which has cost taxpayers €83 million so far, accused both men of persistent and active concealment of their financial connections, suggesting a calculated effort to hide the truth. Despite the damning findings, Denis, a notorious libel litigant, has denied the tribunal's conclusions but has never taken them to court. Michael Lowry, too, has remained silent. After a lengthy Garda investigation into claims that the tribunal's work was obstructed, the Director of Public Prosecutions decided in 2017 that no charges would be filed. But the drama didn't end there. The Moriarty Tribunal also uncovered that Michael Lowry attempted to double the rent Telecom Arion was paying for a building owned by Ben Dunne. The judge described this attempt as profoundly corrupt, a statement that left many in disbelief. Yet, the saga of sleaze continued. Michael Lowry, who had previously sued a journalist for libel, settled a €1.4 million tax bill in 2007 and was later convicted for making incorrect tax returns. Even after the tribunal labelled his actions as disgraceful and insidious, he refused to resign from his parliamentary seat. Last year, Lowry announced he had settled a dispute with the tribunal over his legal costs, which he claimed amounted to €2,869,338. Now, he finds himself in a position of influence within a government led by Michael Martin, a man who once criticised Lowry's cabinet for allowing his cynical and venal abuse of office. It's a twist that feels almost surreal. And then there's Ben Dunne, whose financial generosity to politicians was legendary. He not only enriched Lowry but also contributed around €2 million to Charles Haughey, another controversial figure in Irish politics. When Dunne faced a massive tax bill in 1987, Haughey, just a month into his term as Taoiseach, arranged a meeting between Dunne and the head of the Revenue Commissioners. Shortly after, Dunne made a hefty donation to Haughey, raising questions about the integrity of their dealings. Dunne vehemently denied the tribunal's findings that Lowry's actions were corrupt. In a public outburst, he challenged Moriarty to prosecute him if he believed the allegations. When Dunne passed away in 2023, the then Taoiseach, Leo Varadkar, sent a representative to his funeral, and RT aired a profile celebrating his life. It's a narrative that feels almost absurd. But this isn't just a tale from the past. Persona Digital Telephony, a company that lost out on the mobile phone license decades ago, is currently suing the state and recently won access to tribunal records. Meanwhile, Michael Lowry was reportedly interviewed by Gardaí last summer, and a file on the investigations into Moriarty's findings is awaiting a decision from the DPP. As politicians express outrage over the flawed Farrelly Commission report regarding the case of Grace, one can't help but question their sincerity. When it comes to state inquiry findings, it seems they pick and choose what suits their narrative, discarding the inconvenient truths like unwanted candy. This saga of political intrigue, corruption, and legal battles is anything but a joke. It's a stark reminder of the complexities and challenges within Irish politics.